sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this last day of July.
Can you believe it?
Fifth Saturday, which you just...
Is it me, or is there a lot of fifth Saturdays this year?
I don't know. Why are you asking for extra pay? I mean...
No, every time I'm turning around, I see you say, hey, it's fifth Saturday, you're going to be on the radio with me.
Well, I think they have a certain number every year, but now you've put me on a question I don't know.
The year of fifth Saturdays.
The year of fifth Saturday. So what you've heard both voices, and they're very distinguishable. One's from Raleigh, one's from Fraser, but pretty close together. Good morning, Gene Smith.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, that's Gene, his baritone voice, and then Dave Gabbert in Lexington. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning.
All right, so it is fifth Saturday, and this is kind of a Saturday that's going to lead into next week's 20th anniversary show. And, of course, Shelby McCall is handling everything in studio. Gene's in the studio with us. But next week, you folks tune in next week because it's going to be special. 20 years is a long time. And me and Gene were just talking about he was in that co-host chair along with Ronnie Shannon 20 years ago in August of 2001. And now we're 20 years later and
and deeper in debt.
Deeper in debt. But no, I'm in debt to all the folks who have listened to us over 20 years, and really in debt to the show producers. There's been about 5 of them. Shelby's
you're hard on producers.
I am hard. Shelby's been, how long, Shelby, you think now? What are we in now?
Third, oh, man, I don't even know. I stopped counting.
3 or 4 years, and then Greg Ratliff was our producer before that. Of course, Greg's at another radio station now, but he's also, as I found out, the voice of the public address announcer for the Redbirds, who recently had a 15-game winning streak. I think he's with the soccer team. So it's going to get him a lot of folks on next week's show. Going to be a great show. But today's show, fifth Saturday, bonus time for Gene and Dave. Dave will be reporting next week from the Grand in.
Next week starts the what's known as the Grand American World Trap Shooting Championships in Sparta, Illinois. It'll start on August the 4th and go through the 14th of August. So I'll be up there.
You've been going there for how long?
I've been going to the Grand since '87.
Wow, that's 1987. Okay,
that's 1987.
Yeah, we want to make sure we get that. People not think it's 1887, but so like I say, and we're just trying to figure out. I know Gene's been with us since the start, and I know Dave has been with us for sure when we were in the dungeon down at 1960 Union Avenue behind WMC. TV, Action News 5 down
That's
there.
Right.
And we'd have to open up the big gate in the back and fight off the panhandlers and things like that and eat breakfast at Perkins. But Dave has been a co-host for many years. So is Ron Wong, and so is John Gordon, and so is Bill Cooksey. And even Mike Checkett. We're going to try to get Mike on the phone with us next week. But so many things going on. It's been a hot past week, but the weather's changing. I tell you, folks,
Tomorrow's supposed to be good.
Yeah, it's been dangerous. I know I played golf last Tuesday, and it was bad. And I played golf in a lot of weather, but it was really hot. So I'm looking forward to the cool week, at least some more rain and things. But we're going to talk about an event on today's show that I was at on July the 18th that benefited Billy Ross Doyle and his family. And you folks know I've talked about this. I've shared about this. It was an unbelievable tournament. Put together in 3 weeks, ended up at 44 boats. They raised over $11,000.
Fantastic.
For Billy, who lost his mother on a Friday and unexpectedly lost his wife on the following Wednesday. So we're going to talk to Vic Thayer, who kind of put that together, and Billy Doyle, and hope Billy can get through it without crying. And then we're going to talk to a young man that's been on the show before, very popular, that has been part of the Mossy Oak fishing team for several years. Well, now Mossy Oak has partnered with Major League Fishing, and so we're going to talk to Mossy Oak pro Matt Lee. Gary Mason is going to bring us an update on the Legends of the Outdoors National Hall of Fame, which I will be attending on the 22nd of August. My wife and I are going up to Springfield and welcome in the new addition to the hall, including a couple of folks who are going to be on this show before the hall. And that's our good friend Jack Wells and Catfish Sutton, Keith Sutton. And then Scott Williams, the president and CEO of Discovery Park of America. He's done it again, folks. He's written another book. You know, I mean, he was at Graceland for so many years. Well, he's written another book about Davy Crockett exploring his rise to fame and relationship to West Tennessee. And it's going to be a hit one. And then we'll close out the show, bring us all back together. And, of course, the pun master himself is here.
Hooray!
He is here. And you've had some, you've been at Shelby Forest, and
yes,
you've had some rangers.
We just did a junior ranger camp. We had 25 youngsters, and we had a ball.
You did, didn't you? And you got your fishing poles fine, right?
Right, yeah.
Who came through for you on that?
Well, Gator Brown did, and also Mike at Bass Pro.
Yes, okay. Michael Alvarado came through for you, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
I mean, that's the great thing. And you had 25, right? I mean,
right, 25 kids.
Wow. It looked like y'all were having fun.
Well, I got them. When I left one day, when I was doing my wildlife program, I asked the kids because they sound like a coyote, and they were doing that as I drove away.
Oh,
I got it on my phone.
I bet the parents loved that, right? Yeah,
the counselors really love it because they got turned on.
Yeah, I know. Our good friend. He does it for the fun of it, but Buck Gardner, he used to give away those duck calls,
right?
And he said, for $10, I'll take them back. You know, because they.
Yeah, I remember one. Me and Brother Darrell, we were doing a program at the Bass Pro, and Buck was set up right down from us, and every kid that came by, he gave him one of them pintail whistles.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
And for about 4 hours, all you could hear was pintail whistles.
Well, Dave's been pretty busy too. What have you found here? You found there they go. Here, all them coyotes, them kids have. Oh, you created something there. Oh.
That sounds like the brakes on your truck.
Let's don't get into that now. That probably is true right there. That's the best thing about my truck, folks. It's 20 years old. It's a Chevy Silverado, and 230,000 miles. And the best thing about my truck during the summer, you know what? The air condition works.
All right.
The worst thing about my truck in the winter, the heater don't work.
If
anybody wants to donate to the heater GoFund for my truck, they can do that. But going to have lots of fun. And like I say, Dave is at the Grand next week, and Dave has been traveling, and he's going to be a bachelor off and on here. I mean, your wife is the travelingest person. I mean,
yeah, she you know, that's why I have to put everything on one of those cards that I get flying miles.
yeah. And those are bonuses that she's going to do. But I was so glad that you got to do that Ranger program.
Oh, yeah.
Where was that at now? Where was that?
Shelby Forest.
At Shelby? Yeah.
Well, we did it at different parts of the park.
Yeah.
I did my archery and brought my wildlife program.
Uh-huh.
And one little boy, about 6 years old, one day I went out there just to go hiking with him, and he looked up at me and said, "Mr. Gene, why are you here?" He did that every day.
He did that every day? Yeah. Well, are we cranking up here pretty soon? I mean,
I got a class today at Independent Press.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, because before you know it, we'll be into the deer season, and all these other, and dove hunting will be up. I mean, it's amazing. This we're finally into August. My two least favorite months are July and August, particularly July. August, at least these poor football players start practicing in pads.
Oh, my goodness.
Which I don't understand how they can do that. Of course, I didn't play football, but I wrote about them a lot, and I always had that in it. But anyway, we're going to take our first break of the morning. Gene?
Yes, sir.
Got anything you want to close this one out with?
Well, there was elderly couple laying in the bed. You just woke up.
Uh-oh. Now, Gene, is this okay?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
it's an
fine.
elderly couple. Now we are elderly, so all right.
True.
All right, elderly couple laying in the bed.
The lady asked the man, said, "You sleep good last night?" He said, "Yeah. How about you?" She said, "I dreamt I was at Walmart." He said, "Well, I dreamt I was with three women." She said, "What about me?" She said, "Well, you was at Walmart."
Oh, my goodness. Okay, that just starts it off today. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.